Well, would you look at that? The fence is back. And that must mean only one thing. We are finna take us a little walk and talk, friends. And folks, you already know what is on tap for today. We are going to talk about these tariffs and the fact that the Tangerine Tyrant is already 0-2 in this little trade war. As it would turn out, our maple-flavored friends had a little surprise in store for us. As we all sat around and watched our country be sold to billionaires, they were putting together a little plan to put Pumpkin Spice Palpatine and all of his pals in their place. Spoiler warning, if you live in a red state, your life is about to get a lot more expensive. And them fine folks south of the border, well, they just laughed and said bet as they prepared to deal a deadly blow to our American automotive industry. I feel like the Fanta fascist has forgot he was one of the key people who made it possible for all this south of the border car production. And before one of the Coppertone cowards, cadre of cronies, hops in my comment section to tell me there's no way their God King could have saw these price hikes coming, I can prove you wrong. You see, my not-so-good friend, Mayo Sapien Mao left exactly one little exception in his sweeping 25% tariffs. He only put 10% on energy. But Mr. Bartender, why would he only put 10% on energy instead of the full 25? Well, once again, you have landed on a good question, ongoing made-up patron. Give me just a second, I'm gonna get to it. You see, friends, by only tariffing energy by 10%, it absolutely shows they know the price hike is coming and the average red state cannot afford a full 25% increase. The reality of the situation is most of you red hat rockers couldn't afford a 1% increase, but 10% is absolutely a price he is willing to make you pay to prove his point. Exactly what point that is, we're all kind of still wondering, because there is absolutely no upside to this bullshit for anybody involved. Nobody will make any kind of money. The only reason the Bone Spur Bandit's even going through with this bullshit is because you idiots believed the lie and his ego is too big to back down now. But Mr. Bartender, won't this force American companies to start manufacturing our products instead of having to import them? No, you're just going to pay 25% more for them. But even if you were right, you're not, you're wrong, but let's just assume you were. Where the fuck they gonna manufacture all this stuff at? Who is going to man the factories? Unemployment is at an all-time low. Where exactly are you going to find the fucking workers? Exactly how long would it take them to be built? Where are the materials going to come from? Do you seriously think a single company is going to tank their profits for the better part of 2 decades just so they can make stuff here when all they actually have to do is charge you 25% more and you will absolutely pay it? Will y'all ever get the molasses out of your asses and unfuck yourselves? Find out on the next exciting episode of Our Country is Being Brought to Its Knees by a Con Man in the middle of a coup and y'all are clapping for it. Anyways, that's going to be my rant for the day. Honestly, it speaks for itself. If you made it this far, do me a favor and hit them buttons, maybe even consider becoming a member. If not, that is perfectly okay. You have you a wonderful day. Keep the motherfucking boots out of your motherfucking mouth, and remember that the golden rule will always remain. Yeehaw, fuck the law. I love y'all. I'll see you down the line.